Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you a legitimate place where you can buy Asic miners out of China. So if you're like me a short time ago, you're ready to buy your first Asic miner, but you have no idea where to buy that from. And since you're putting out a lot of money, there's one thing for sure: we do not want to get scammed out of our hard-earned money. So we need to jump on Google, start reading some reviews, and find a safe place to buy Asic miners. So today I'm going to show you a review of BT Miners, a place where I've spent $20,000 with, and I'm going to tell you my experience with them. So the first thing I'm going to do is go back and do what I did when I first got into mining. So I went and browsed over the reviews on Trustpilot. Now, take Trustpilot for what it is. If you look over the reviews, there was only a quarter of these when I first got it. They were mixed. However, I simply looked into the user reviews a little further and who was giving them. Since I got mine, there's been a ton of positive reviews on BT Miners. And if you look, for example, on this Alan McCain guy, for example, let's just check him out and see where his reviews go. Okay, so you got somebody who's clearly working for a competitor or something, because he did a review of Gold Shell Shop, they scam me. Another one, scam, scam, scam. Scammers on Mini T Graphics. So basically every review this guy has probably done is likely fake. He's just said everything he's ever done is fake. So you got to be careful for some of those reviews. Don't just skim over it and be like, okay, this place is a scam because Alan McCain said so. It's just often not the case. There are a lot of very positive reviews, and you skim through those, and you build a little bit of confidence up. So you're like, okay, BT Miners might be legit. So you start looking at their socials, and they have a Facebook page, which they keep up to date. And they put regular news articles, they share deals they put on. Everything checks out on their website page. Again, it was super limited when I was first shopping around for a site to buy mine. However, they have since come a long way, and everything looks good on their Facebook site. They also did have an Amazon shop at one point as well, but they no longer sell them there. And then, of course, good old Reddit, place where I love to hang out, is btminers.com legit. 32 said yes, legit. 7 said no, scam. And if you just skim over some of the reviews, the first guy says, I have an Avalon 1246 sitting downstairs that I paid for with USDC 2 weeks ago. The responsive shipping was very well packed. My only complaint was that it took longer due to Canon delivery delay and shipping congestion. Not a scam. Another one here, for the people voting scam, they take credit card. Not sure how they can be a scam. You can always get your money back with credit card. So here's even my own review here. I'm a person of integrity, and I will go out of my way to do reviews for companies that I don't know a thing about after I've had a positive experience with them, if they are truly legitimate and providing the services that they've described. So, doing the search on Reddit, people seem to have generally positive reviews. I had to search pretty hard to find a few different threads on them, but after I did my initial research, I then jumped onto their website to verify some more information. If I'm going to be spending thousands of dollars, I'm not going to just toss my money to some company in China that I know nothing about. So one of the first things I did when I got to btminers.com is I scrolled down to the bottom and noticed something interesting. They have listed a United States address. Now, I'm in Canada, but having an address in North America is a big positive sign for me, if that's legit. They also have a Shenzhen, China location with a phone number. So what did I do? I called this phone number right here, And I believe it wasn't even during business hours. They said they're 9 to 5 business hours. I believe I called at 7 p.m. Eastern time. A gentleman picked up. He spoke very good, unbroken English. He said, "BT Miners, how may I help you?" And I asked him a couple questions, and I said, essentially, I'm just calling to verify your location in the United States. And he said, "Thanks a lot. I appreciate your call, and thank you for choosing BT Miners." So it was that simple. I verified that they had a working phone number. Another big check in the box. I haven't tried the UK or Australia or Shenzhen, China numbers, but I'll explain further that I have dealt with them multiple times, and I'll tell you right now, it has been a very positive experience so far with BT Miners. So if you look at their list of services and what they have for sale, they have a really nice, clean-looking website. They have the miner profitability calculator and cost calculator, which is awesome. It's like a one-stop shop. You can just punch in your electricity rate. So if you have a rate of, let's just say 9 cents kilowatt hour, click apply, and you can see exactly how many months to hit your ROI and profitability on the miner, and their price listed right here. So that's awesome, just having that right on their site. And then they have a list of all the different miners, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc. So we'll just go ahead and click on Bitcoin miners. They have a really good variety of Bitcoin miners, up-to-date current ones, and the biggest thing, they have super competitive prices. Super happy with their prices. If you go to any mainstream sites like eBay, for example, you're just not going to find these same type of prices. So if you just click on, let's just click on the S19 Pro 110 terahash, and I'll kind of share with you the experience I had on the site. So you can either select used or new, and you'll see the price change. Up to date, always changing, current competitive prices. Now, one thing to note that I've figured out that is very helpful for somebody who's buying their first miner on the site, if you're just buying, whether it's used or new, if you do not see the in stock, like batch ready to ship button, I'll show you that on another one, you can expect about an 8 to 9 day delay before they ship the miner out. But just be patient, it will come. It's just it takes a little more time to get the miner and ship it to you. So let's just try the 104 and see if they have. Okay, so this one for delivery batch, it'll say in stock. So the second miner I bought was the S19J Pro 90 terahash. Sorry, not the Pro, the S19J 90 terahash. And it had the in stock, and the miner shipped out in 2 to 3 business days, and it only took a total of, it was 8 business days, I believe, and it was at my door from China to Canada. That was super impressive to me. So only marginally slower than I could ship from the United States or Canada to my door. So that was super impressive. They're on top of it, and they shipped it to me. So that's something to keep in mind when you're shipping there. If you want something a little bit quicker, just ensure that it's in stock. Another thing on their website that's really cool is, so they offer miner hosting services. You can look into that, as well as miner repair services, which is another thing which you could run into a lot of issues with as somebody who's new into Asic mining. Like, what, something breaks down, okay, now what do you do? Well, they have repair services, and if you look at, they have a list of hashboard replacement part prices, so you can ship it them in their United States or China location, and they'll ship it, or sorry, repair it for you. So that's awesome. Now, I haven't tried that service myself, but as I'll get to my experience with them in a moment, I have no doubt that they would provide that service to you. They also have a section where you can sell your miner. So that's another cool thing. Another big thing is, okay, so we will get into the setting up your miner portion. So in November, I bought my first miner in Avalon 1246. I was brand new to mining, didn't know anything about it. BT miners, after I'd made the purchase and I was satisfied they were legitimate, they not only were responsive to any questions I had through chat, they offered to set up a meeting. I can't remember the service. It's something like Zoom that they use, like Chatra or something, that you can actually do a video or phone call and they will directly help you get your miner up and running. So that's awesome for when you're first starting out mining. That's a customer service that I just haven't seen anywhere else. Another thing, as I said, they're right here down in the bottom right hand corner. They have the chat box. You can fire a message to them, and if they're not directly online, a lot of times they'll get back to you instantly, and if not, they'll get back to you within 48 hours, but typically it's a lot faster. A lot of times I reached out to them, and within 24 hours they're getting back to me by email, answering any questions I had. So yeah, a lot of great services on here, helping you set it up. And another big thing is, so now I have an Antminer in my cart. I'm just going to show you what the checkout process looks like. This is another big one. So a lot of other ASIC miner sites are only going to accept crypto. BT miners, to my knowledge, is one of the only, or one of the very few, who actually accept credit card, and that's huge. Reassuring you that you're going to get your miner, and if for some reason you didn't, you can dispute it and more than likely get your money back. So on this page, I'm just going to blur out my personal information, obviously, but this is the checkout page. It's a standard rate of $40 flat rate shipping. And like I said, I got my miners in very reasonable time frames. And I can't speak to the United States because I'm not sure how the import duty customs work there. But when I shipped this miner to Canada, I didn't have to pay a single dime over what this price was in the cart. So say I paid $13,000 American, $40 shipping. That's exactly the charge that showed up on my credit card. I didn't have to pay any additional duty. So that's another key point. To wrap it up, absolutely shop with confidence with BT miners. They've been responsive in all their chats. They have legitimate phone numbers. They have an office in the United States and an office in China. Another thing is, if you do use crypto, which I would absolutely confidently use at this point due to my positive experience with them, you can save it's either 3 or 3.5% on your purchase, or you can simply just use credit card. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about BT miners. One other thing, another huge thing too, so you can actually buy some of these miners that are still under warranty as well. If you have any warranty problems, and I did have an issue with day 2 on my Avalon miner, the power supply unit went out on it. I contacted Lena through BT miners. I spoke with her on the phone. I would ship it back out for a warranty fix. Now, unfortunately, UPS, just by pure bad luck, lost the package in the mail. So you can imagine the mess that I thought I was going to face after that. Lena had sent me responsively and quickly a return shipping label that they were going to fix the power supply unit and send it back to me. It got lost in the mail by UPS, and I spoke with Lena on the phone, and she sent me a brand new power supply unit for my Avalon. No BS. That's top-notch customer service. So I hope I covered everything. I have nothing but good things to say about BT miners. I wish them all the best. And it's a great place to buy your first ASIC miner or to buy anything in the future. And that is all. They are legit. Happy hashing.